Welcome back. Listen to that music. It's time to talk fantasy football. Now, we started this next segment mainly for the ladies, but we figured after doing this for a while, the guys are benefiting too. They're learning a lot.
I need to learn a lot more about fantasy football, but our buddy Paul Grecco, he's back and he's breaking down your fantasy picks for this week. Hello, how are you?
I'm good.
I love Paul Grecco days.
Yeah, right now I'm with the weather. I want to punch Sean, and with the traffic, Jessica. But
You're so
I don't
angry,
want to.
Paul
Wait a second.
Grecco.
I don't want to be a Houston Texans fan.
Okay.
Oh, we're
wanna be
talking
that.
Houston Texans today.
Yeah.
Very disappointing
With our
group of
quarterback.
fans.
Yeah. So Matt Schaub ends up getting injured in the middle of a game, and obviously over the last couple of weeks, we talked a little bit about it last week. They're starting to get a little bit annoyed with the fact that Matt Schaub is not producing. Obviously, when you go 4 straight games with what's called a pick six, which the other team intercepts the ball and takes it back for a touchdown, the fans kind of got unruly. They went to his house, took pictures of his family, so the security had to get called in. And then obviously with the injury last week, the fans went crazy, the fact that he got injured, and TJ Yates came in. And as soon as TJ Yates...
Did they rejoice?
Yeah, for a moment, because then TJ
like,
Yates ends up
throws
an interception for a touchdown, and then they start booing him. So.
Okay.
It's crazy right now in Houston.
Honestly, I've never seen anything this bad, Alana. I've never seen a quarterback of a team you love get injured and the fans clap and cheer.
Yeah.
That's extreme. These Houstonites are nuts.
Yeah, it's a little bit different in San Antonio, right? I mean,
Well, yeah, clearly we love him no
Tony,
matter
come
what.
on, Timmy.
No matter what. Okay, so that's a little scary for him, for his family, and very
Right.
disappointing, I would imagine, for Houstonians.
Yeah, well, obviously there was a lot of, going into the season, they were a Super Bowl pick for the AFC Conference. And so when you take a look at the entire team, it's really not just Matt Schaub. The defense has been abysmal so far. I mean, it's been ridiculously bad. So, but obviously when you're the quarterback, you're the face of the franchise.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
the leader.
Everything is on him right now. So, unfortunately for Matt Schaub and his family, he's going to be out, and hopefully things work out for him.
You know, the only thing I can think about right now is I can't believe this hasn't happened to Tony Romo. I know he's a great quarterback, but he likes to pick the days that he's a great quarterback.
Sure.
Yeah, he's like, today I'll be not so
much.
bad.
Yeah. But if you take a look, I mean, you take a look at Hall of Famers like John Elway, Dan Marino, Joe Montana. All these guys went through stretches where they weren't very good. The numbers that Tony Romo puts up you're talking top 5.
Right.
I mean, you're talking top 10. I mean, this is the guy that produces. The problem is, though, with Tony Romo is when you take a look at the entire team of the Dallas Cowboys, like when they lost to Denver, they gave up 51 points. And he has 5 touchdowns, but that gets completely overshadowed because of the interception at the end of the game. So, Tony Romo puts up great numbers. He's my sexy pick for this week for fantasy.
Right.
Sexy pick.
I like what he's been able to do. And Tony Romo's that type of player from a fantasy perspective that just puts up numbers.
Right. He's going to do that. He's consistent in that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So then we have to talk unsexy. Who's the unsexy?
I'm going to go with Andre Johnson, who's the wide receiver for the Houston Texans. And the reason why is because with the Matt Schaub injury and TJ Yates, he's a guy that doesn't get into the end zone, has a lot of targets, which means he gets looked at a lot, he makes a lot of catches, but doesn't get into the end zone. So Andre Johnson, unfortunately, for fantasy players and for the Houston Texans, is just one of those guys right now that's looks on paper that he's not playing well, but he's just not getting the opportunities right now.
Okay. See, there's so much more that goes into
I know.
this.
There is.
You really helped me kind of understand this a little better.
It's a chess game, I mean, it's mathematics. It's a lot of different things. You have to take a look at a lot of different stats to kind of identify who you want to go with. But it's also from an NFL standpoint. I mean, when you're trying to talk NFL, you're talking stats, and so mathematics is huge, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
I like to just go with my gut feeling.
Yeah, I do that too.
Right?
Hey,
We're going to
darts.
need a one-on-one pretty soon.
Let's do it.
Like a whole
Just the
afternoon,
best.
like football one-on-one.
Right? We could be
We'll do it together.
We'd be geniuses by the time we were done.
Just a dartboard, pictures of the players, and just throw them at it.
Paul
That's
Grecco.
all you got to do.
I like your style.
Just like that. Just go with your favorite tight end.
That's going to be hard to narrow down in itself.
It might
all right,
be.
Paul Grecco. Oh, for more on Paul, you can find him on Twitter at Paul Grecco. We are talking all things sports. This guy, he knows it. He's got the answers, and he's very witty as well.
Try to be.
Which is
Oh, you're
helpful.
pretty good. Oh, and he has a sweet New York accent, too.
Yeah, he does. He goes, get over here.
Get over
Get
here."
over there. Come on, just give us one Long Island.
Real quick.
What's that?
Just
All right.
something, anything Long Island.
My girls are playing in a tournament this weekend, and with all the
Tournament.
water,
Water.
we may not play, so it's a lot of rain.
Love it. Thank you, Paul.